And welcome to day 12. I am sorry to say this, but you're going to hate me after this video. You're going to hate me after this video, and that's just the way it's going to be, but it's only to help you. It's only because I care. Now, before I even tell you, which actually hopefully you'll be able to see what the topic of discussion is right after the reflection question, right? Quote of the day. Quote of the day. The key is not to prioritize your schedule, but to schedule your priorities. All right, it's almost like I believe it was Warren Buffett. Do not save what you have after spending. Spend what you have after saving. Okay, so the same thing with our schedule. The key is not to prioritize your schedule, but to schedule your priorities. If you look at your day, if you had a camera set up everywhere you were going, if you had me following around, right? And I was like, if I watched everything that you were doing, am I going to be like, oh, your main goal is scrolling on social media? Oh, is your main goal for the year eating out this year? Is your main goal for the year eating junk food? Right? Like, what am I going to see if I was following you around? Right? What would the world see if we had a camera set up documenting your life? Right? The way you're showing up, you're showing what your priorities are. Right? Pretend that I'm there with you because I'm here with you. Right? We're doing this together. We're in this together. So today's topic of discussion, okay, we're going to discuss the benefits of single tasking, right? Locking in on one task over multitasking. All right, I told you you would hate me. I know everybody thinks they are good at multitasking. Okay, I am guilty of this too, right? Sometimes I just feel like I'm in this flow, I'm bouncing around. I'm telling you, I've been able to experience both. It's a myth. It's a myth. Multitasking is a myth. You are worse at it than you think. Your mind just thinks you're busy, thinks you're productive. Of course, because you're doing so many different things at once. But the problem is you're not making much progress all at once. Okay, so what it leads to is improved focus. Okay, working on one task is going to allow for undivided attention on a specific task, right? Leading to better concentration. Only if you can remove distractions from your day. All right, the only way we're actually able to focus, even if I'm making this video right now, if I keep seeing notifications, I'm gonna be stuttering, right? I'm gonna be like, single tasking, but and I'm going to be trying to go all over the place, right? I'm here, I'm focused. My time is the most valuable here and now. Here and now. My mind is right here, right? My mind is right here talking to you. I'm not thinking about what I'm doing in 4 hours. I'm not thinking about what I'm having for dinner tonight, right? I'm locked in and I'm servicing for you, right? Recording this video, trying to be my absolute best. All right, so we need to make sure we focus on that one task to be able to help us concentrate and make sure that we are paying attention to the details that matter. All right, then with that improved focus is going to lead to a higher quality output, right? Your quality of work is going to improve with dedicated focus on one task at a time. There's something called the ramp up delay, right? And I'm going to give you a story. I hope it resonates with you because it usually resonates with a lot. When you were in college, I only went my freshman year and then I dropped out, right? But that's not the story, right? But I went to school. When you're in college or even a senior in high school, whatever it might be, and you're writing a paper, right? You're writing a paper, you're thinking of your page. What am I going to do? What am I going to write? You might be sitting there 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and then boom, boom, it comes to you, right? You start having all these ideas, you're writing, you're not even thinking, you're just typing. You don't even know where all this information is coming from, right? So you're typing it out, and then you get a notification, and then you get an email, and then you click on a YouTube video, and then your friend from next door, the room or the dorm over, asks you for a favor to come hang out. You say, oh, just give me 25 minutes. I got to finish this up. Or you spend 2 minutes sending out that email, following up, or answering your friends, and then you try to focus back up on your work. That's what we call the ramp up delay. When you come back to the work, you then find yourself again not in that creative flow, but starting all over with trying to get that creative. And it might pop up in less, right? It might have taken you 20 minutes to get that creative flow going. Maybe it'll only take you 5 minutes, but think 5 minutes every time you look away from your screen, 5 minutes of ramp up time every time you get distracted, every time you get a notification. That is a whole lot of time that is being lost in your work and in the quality of the work that you are doing. Okay, so we need to make sure we're staying locked in on one task at a time. Now, improved focus, improved quality output, right? What does that lead to? Increased productivity. Okay, single tasking is more efficient, right? It's going to reduce the mental clutter for a smoother workflow. So just think, instead of you having, like I just mentioned, my time is the most valuable here and now. Instead of me thinking, oh, I need to get back to so and so. Oh my gosh, so and so didn't pay this invoice yet, right? Instead of me being all over the place, I'm here right now. So if we're trying to focus, if I'm trying to build out the best resource for my clients, for my members, and I'm distracted by all these different things, I might miss out on a few details. I might miss out on a few of those creative thoughts that are popping up in my mind. I might miss out on the big picture, right? The real focus of, hey, what do I need to put in this resource to make sure they get the absolute best results and the absolute best out of everything I have? Okay? And you just might, but this is more of a guarantee, reduce stress when you're able to do that, right? When you're able to have that smoother workflow. Because breaking down tasks, right, it's going to lower the feeling of being overwhelmed, right? Contributing to lower stress. A lot of times, what happens when people are multitasking, right? If I'm locked in on one task, it's boom, this is my task, knocked it out. Next one, knocked it out. Check, check, check. I'm going down the list based off my priorities. Multitaskers, right? They have their list. They're working all over the place. They're getting back to everybody. They're doing all these things. Now, at the end of the day, you know what they have? That same list, but just a little bit of, progress made. Me, I go home and I'm like, hey, I'm ready for the next list, right? I'm ready for the next batch of tasks. I'm ready for the next big project. Okay? So it is super, super, super important for you to be able to understand how important it is to focus on one task. Okay? And the most simple thing that I can tell you, the most simple piece of advice that I could give you is start off with a 15 or 20-minute window. All right, 15 or 20-minute window. If you're somebody that struggles with looking at your phone continuously, look at your phone, right? Before you jump into your task, look into your phone, answer all your messages, do whatever you would do, put it down, set the timer for 20 minutes. After that 20 minutes goes off, boom, pick your phone back up, check your messages, right? Again, this is if you're somebody that struggles with your phone. I'm not advising you to just keep picking up your phone every 20 minutes, right? Because what's going to happen is most people have that fear of missing out on a message. They hear that notification, they're like, oh my gosh, is it my friend group? Is it weekend plans? Is it my boss? You'll get back to them. You'll get back to them, right? In 20 minutes, in 5 minutes, in 30 minutes, whatever it is, you're going to get back to them within the next hour. But focus on you for 20 minutes. Last year, found myself a lot of times in the gym distracted on my phone, right? And then what was I doing? I was like this, like thinking about business and what I had to do for the day. I didn't have a pump. I wasn't sweating. I wasn't even getting a workout in, right? I was going through it half-ass. We are not here for that in 2024. We're here to dominate. So that leads us to the reflection question of the day. What is one task that you can complete today with undivided attention, right? What's that big thing that you know it's better for you to not be distracted? It's better for you to just sit down in a quiet room. It's better for you to give your undivided attention to. All right? What's that one task? And then how long is that going to take you? 20 minutes? 30 minutes? Right? An hour? Again, if you're going to give yourself an hour, make sure you take a break maybe halfway through, maybe at the end of that task. Watch your productivity, watch your stress. Well, watch your productivity go up, watch your stress go down. Watch your increased focus, watch your increased quality of work, and watch you master and complete everything on your list. Keep growing, keep showing up, and again, awesome job wrapping up day 12. You control what happens next. Make it happen. Be the best.